The coaches and Toro Nation, thank you all for what you have done for Mountain View High School. Parents, thank you for raising such wonderful players and students. Seniors, thank you for what you have brought to carry on the tradition of excellence. Up first, we have our football seniors. Number 0, Talon Arnett, with Jason and Crystal Arnett. Number 1, Zachary Galavese, with Zach and Becky Galavese. Number 2, Steve Metto, with Shem Metto and Andy Litton. Brody Anderson, with Eric and Carrie Anderson. Goodman, with Griffin and Courtney Goodman. Rain Curiel, with Triumph Curiel and Roxy Curiel. Parker Foster, with Emily and Jameson Foster.
Two, switch up. Cole, you're 1.
Sean Mangifer, with Linus Mangifer and Evelyn Gargo. John Gerard, with Jeff and Megan Gerard. Gibson Jones, with Quentin Jones and Kara Jones. Myron Christensen, with Eddie and Jillian Christensen.
Back up towards the water
Isaiah Clanton, with Jermaine and Cherie Clanton.
Cole, you just stay there. You can just stay there on 2.
Cannon Rabin, with Christy Rabin and Jeff Rabin.
Nick, zoom out a little bit. I want to get that lineup of coaches. Or like the seniors want to go with that lineup.
Aiden Sanchez, with Ruben and Shannon Sanchez. Nicholas Sosha, with Darcy and Jeff Sosha. Colton Cook, with Phil and Margaret Cook. Craig Baugh, with Justin and Kaylin Baugh. Hurston Skinner with Grant Skinner and Ruth Young. Jackson Walker with James and Melissa Walker. Adriel Hernandez with Yvonne Jimenez.
I mean, he is number 7.
Evan Millett with Matt and Marshall Millett. Cannon Begay with Justin and Shondine Begay. Diego Kish with Kim and Ruth Kish. Up next, we have our sportsmen seniors. Michaela Booth with Jason Booth and Sophia Silva.
Get that. Just do a white shot.
Dakota Martinez with Aaron Dudek and Bonifacio Martinez. Allison Padilla with Cynthia Padilla and Daniel Padilla.
No, you're getting the guys that are coming out of the tunnel. They're the ones being announced.
Katie Shoemaker with David Shoemaker and Karen Shoemaker.
I've been able to get them some time.
Let's hear another big round of applause for our football seniors and their parents. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to excuse our football seniors to head back to the locker room to prepare for tonight's game.
Like, could you get the seniors all moving? Nick, there's going to be more coming out of the tunnel.
Continuing on with senior night, we have our Palm seniors. Layla Driggs with Brian and Laurel Driggs.
You're good.
Aaliyah Landro with Todd and Melissa Landro. Jenna Loggins with Mike and Beth Loggins. Carly Minutai with Bo and Clarissa Minutai.
Nick, the one out of the tunnel. Or the next one out of the tunnel.
Sydney Pierce with Ryan and Andrea Pierce. Riley Tyson with Forrest Tyson and Melanie Tyson. Sophia Williams with Jeff and Deanne Williams. Last but not least, we have our Cheers seniors. Lady Backus with Cody Backus and Casey Backus. Kendall Blunt with Randy and Brittany Blunt. Shawnee Brown with Sean Brown and Emily Sherwood. Avery Candland with David and Brooke Candland. Ava Estes with Doug and Suzanne Estes.
No, Nick.
Hallie Hironaka with Scott and Suzanne Hironaka.
Nick, go to the one in line all the way down to the graduates. We have the moms.
Megumi Hoover with Seth and Alicia Hoover. Delaney Kilpatrick with Kenny Kilpatrick, Eric Esky, and Lil Esky. Lucy McGrath with Luke and Cindy Bailey. Isabel McNaughton
Let's start still.
with Troy and Megan McNaughton.
Yeah, and then pan across.
Elliot Mock
No, I'm talking to you.
with Corey and Jennifer Mock. Kate Reisdorf with Ryan and Diane Reisdorf.
I'm saying names and numbers.
Tatum Steiner with Joe and Jay Steiner. Laura Stewart with Hank and Rachel Stewart. Ava Woolley with Chris and Heather Woolley. Shiloh Wright with Debbie Wright and Shane Wright.
Cole, go ahead and go to the line across the sideline. I think that's the last one. Take your time. Take your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear another big round of applause for our seniors and their parents.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
I'm Ava Lambatis reporting for Varsity Sports Show and also a Cronkite student at ASU. I'm here with head coach Andy Linton of Mountain View High School. So, Coach, the last two games have been within 1 to 2 points. What are you going to do tonight to ensure that you can pull out ahead and pull off a win?
You know, we want to come out fast. We've really kind of been lethargic early, giving away leads early and had to come back and then eventually squandered those. And we just want to come out, play fast, and start fast and play clean.
And then what's the mindset coming into the game against the 0-9 Desert Ridge?
You know, we honor and respect football and our opponent. This is a team that has a lot to play for, and we want to come out and respect them by playing hard too. So we've had a lot of conversations this week about playing hard, respecting the game, and getting after it.
All right, well, thank you and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
I have clammy hands. Show and Cronkite student at ASU. I'm here with Coach Beeman of Desert Ridge High School. So, Coach, it's your first year with the team. Where are you noticing big changes that need to be made for next season?
I think the culture. That was that was one of our goals this year, is just to come in and try to change the culture. The kids are working hard in the classroom. They're getting better in the weight room. So that was part of it, the attitude and the buy-in. So that was our biggest goal this year.
And what's the plan for tonight against like a pretty established Mountain View team?
The plan is to come and compete. Just play every play like it's your last play, and just go and give it your best shot. That's all we can ask of them. Every single game, every single play. It's the next play mentality.
Good luck tonight. Thank you.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Hello and welcome to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Niall Rosenberg, joined by my color commentary, Ava Lombatis. And Ava, we are here in Mesa, Arizona at Jesse Parker Field, home of the Mountain View Toros, as they enter out of the light-up bowl. That smoke is coming out of its nose. But a couple of close losses the last 2 weeks for this Toros squad. What's been really going on with this team so far?
So, yeah, the last two losses have been within a matter of 3 points. So the last loss was down 2-point loss, and then the one before that was only a 1-point loss. So Coach said in the interview before the game that they really just need to focus on getting out there fast and hard and early in the game so that they can get the points up on the board and not have those close calls like they have with the last couple of games.
Yeah, it is senior night as well, as they are taking the field currently with the balloons. They're taking the squad with the amazing pregame intro. But like we said, it's senior night. Many of you guys watching at home could have tuned into it earlier. But as we move on to the side of Desert Ridge, it has not been the season that they were looking for. As we'll see some season comparisons, then we'll talk about the Jaguars. But so far this season, Ava, a 14% completion percentage swing. The yards per completions high on one side, 4.1 yards per carry to 2.4 on the side of the Toros, and one of the biggest keys to the game, 10 touchdowns total on this season for the Jaguars. How has their offense really struggled pretty much all season long?
I mean, honestly, their offense has just been overpowered by every team that they've played. They're really struggling to get many, if any, points on the board in these games. I mean, it's just been a bit of a struggle getting going, but they do have a new coach trying to figure out the team. He said that he's trying to change the culture on the team, get their grades right, just get the team together, and so that they don't struggle, because he feels like that is a big issue for them, is that the culture isn't right on their team. And last year, Desert Ridge actually lost to Mountain View 54-0, so it's a bit of a rematch going on tonight. See if they can finally pick up the pace in this season and get a win out.
Yeah, I mean, building a culture in any program is difficult. I mean, at the college level, it takes time. But back on the side of the Toros, obviously you said the 54-0 win last season. It's really been, the spearhead has been Brady Goodman. He's committed to Utah State. He's a 3-star prospect. He's the leader of this team. Man, he's having a fantastic season. Ava, what's really been going on with Goodman?
Yeah, he's really just been excelling. I mean, he averages 190 yards per game. He has got I believe, 18 touchdowns on the season so far. He's just been dominating the offense of this team and doing a really great job in carrying them throughout the games. I mean, he's just a great quarterback, and he's been doing very well this season.
Yeah, and one of the underrated things that I've noticed about his game is that his legs are also such a big factor. I mean, 86 rushes, 54 yards, excuse me, and 7 rushing touchdowns. I mean, that's 25 total touchdowns on the season. So he's with his big frame. Let's look at that. He's 6'4", 215. So expect him to get on the move, to get himself going as he's standing on these warm-ups. I mean, he's the tallest guy in that line by a whole head. So who are some of his guys that he's going to be targeting tonight? I can see one, Arnett,
Yeah.
but what can we really see out of those guys
No,
tonight?
definitely Arnett. I see him up here on our stats a whole bunch. He gets about 75 receiving yards per game, and he has 10 total touchdowns this season alone. So he's up there with Brady in those touchdowns, and he should be a huge target tonight.
Yeah, and on the side of Desert Ridge, they have their quarterback, Blake Julian, out there. He's got some interesting numbers on the season, but it's all about really going back and just getting that offense moving. But the guy that we were kind of looking at pregame is, man, Gage Highsmith really has been the guy that's been the spark on offense. Really, what have you seen from him so far this season?
Yeah, Gage Highsmith has really been a big morale booster, I think, for this team. He plays great. He's got 5 total touchdowns and averages about 84 yards per game, receiving yards per game. So he's been kind of that spark that I think could help ignite that team and get them moving tonight.
We'll look at this packed student section here in Mesa at Jesse Parker Field. Like I said earlier, it is senior night as both teams with the kickoff. We are almost set to go. And Ava, coming into this night, what do you think can be the X factor for this Toros team in order to pull out the victory?
For the Toros, I do want to reiterate what Coach Litton was saying earlier, just the fact that they need to get going fast and early in the game and get points on the board earlier in the game, because that's what has been the downfall for the past 2 games for them, was just not acting fast enough and making those games way too close to the point where they ended up losing by 1 to 2 points.
Yeah.
So I do think if they get out there, if they play hard, they play fast, they got a good shot tonight.
And those 2 games are such crushers because that's the difference between a 6-2 record and a 4-4, like as where they stand currently. And the Jaguars will receive this opening kick. As number 15, John Gerard, is back to kick this ball off. And just a great crowd, man. Like I've been to a lot of games. We've broadcast a lot of games so far this semester, and this is one of the most packed houses I've seen so far. Kick is up, and that will be received at about the 2-yard line. We run up towards the far sideline, and he fumbles the ball. It's on the ground, and it's recovered immediately by the Toros. Wow, what a way to start the game, Ava.
Yeah, what a great way to start the game if you're a Toros fan. That was incredible. We already got the fans hyped up and definitely unexpected. I don't think the fans were expecting that so soon, to be able to get cheering this early on in the game.
Yeah, I saw Arnett over there at the end of that play, and Parker Foster, number 13, there. I mean, just coughs up the ball immediately. And wow, first possession on the kickoff. It looks like the Toros get to start at the 22.
Color number for
As Goodman will line up under center. His back. Single back. We'll take the handoff. It'll run up. He'll get tackled pretty quickly. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards on that play. That is number 8, Coy Bodley.
All the students here tonight are dressed up in Halloween costumes. I'm kind of jealous I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, exactly.
Day before Halloween.
Goodman will take the snap. Will throw towards his right. He's got a wide open guy down at the 7-yard line, and he'll get tackled right up there around the 6. Number 12, Vinny Uriarte on the reception. You know, if I knew it was a costume party, I think we both would have. I think all of us here at the Varsity Sports Show might have shown up in some costumes, get ourselves a little holiday spirit. Happy Halloween to everybody out there. I know it's a day early, but as the throw to the end zone, and there's a touchdown immediately. Taylon Arnett right on cue. We talked about that duo pregame, and wow, it's already on the board.
Yeah, our words have come through fruition. What come to fruition, I think?
There you go. It's close enough. Yeah.
Close enough,
Yeah.
yeah. think our Halloween costumes are color analysis.
Yes. Play-by-play and color analysis, our costumes. John Gerard back on for the kick. And man, if you're the Jaguars, how do you respond to such a quick and just, I guess just the best way to put it is just a bad start?
Yeah, I got to keep your hands on the ball. That's probably what the coaches over there are grilling them about right now is can't let that happen, especially in the kickoff return. It's just not a good start to the game.
As
Not
we'll
where
see
you want to be.
a replay of this touchdown. Goodman will take the snap, just an easy slant route, and Arnett just unguarded, easy touchdown. Can't make it any easier than that. And shout out special teams, man. That's how set that up. And they'll see if they can do it again on this kickoff. Man, you talk about a fast start, Ava. Wanted to start off fast and strong, and the Toros did just that.
Yeah, they're executing exactly what coach was talking about before the game, which is, as a coach, it's exactly what you want to see is this execution here.
Starting kicker, backup quarterback.
As Gerard will be back out for this kick. And number 7, Jackson Mavis, and number 8, Xander Fuentes, back to receive this kick. The kick is up, and it is boomed towards the end zone. Fuentes will let that go back for a touchback. And the Jaguars, we will finally see their offense for the first time off the second kick. And as one of the pregame graphics we showed before, 17 total sacks this season, 95 yards lost on those sacks from this Toros defense. Really, how well have they played so far this year?
It's definitely been a rough go at it this year. But like I was saying, new coach, it takes some time to get things going. I think coach was saying there's a lot of potential here, and it's just gonna take some time to get the team rolling and get a feel of them. You know, it's a brand new environment for him and them as well. Adjusting to a new head coach is always hard.
Yeah, facing such a tough defense that can get to the quarterback, sure, is difficult. Blake Julian, the quarterback for the Jaguars, will take back with a snap. He's a lefty. He'll throw towards his right, and that's deflected right at the line. And going for the quick pass, deflected down, number 56 on that play. Jackson Walker. Number 9 on the play, Zach Bingham on the deflection. Just a great play right off the start. Batting the ball down. If you're your quarterback, if you're Julian, you got to get that ball out quick. Make sure that cannot happen.
Yeah, Mountain View seems to be playing exactly with that hard and fast mentality that we were talking about before.
The Jaguars line up in the I form. It will be a rush immediately met behind the line of scrimmage. Number 24, that is Kanan Rayman. Just a quick, easy play. He is the leader in tackles for loss on this defense, and he's already making his presence known. And as this 3rd and long comes up, it is important to understand that this Toros defense, with the sacks that they get to 17, they can bring this pressure. They can get pressure from all over the field, potentially run a blitz here. They have a lot lined up at the line of scrimmage. I believe that's 7 showing pressure. We'll see how Julian can go against this. He'll take the snap. 5 rush. It'll be a quick pass over to the running back, and he is met immediately. Another tackle for loss. Number 4, Cash Skousen on that play. And the Jaguars will have to punt immediately.
Yeah, brought him to 4th and 19. Didn't even get anywhere.
8-yard loss. Ava, what are you already seeing how this defense is flying?
I mean, the Toros, you can just see the energy radiating off of them. They're going for it early in this first quarter, and they're getting it done, making it happen.
Jorge Arvizu on the punt. Talon Arnett back to receive. As Arvizu's punt is closely blocked, that'll be a dribbler caught at the 35. It's bobbled down. It's picked back up. Man, a number 11, Rain Curiel on the recovery. Arnett coughs that one up. Man, special teams has been insane so far.
Yeah, special teams is definitely doing their jobs tonight. They are looking very crisp
Man, it's just been caught all over the place, and man, the Toros thankful to keep that in their possession as this Toros offense will return back out after the quick touchdown they scored on their opening drive. Goodman lined up in the pistol formation. He'll motion over, man, to his left. He'll take the snap. It'll be a run up the middle and be tackled right around that 25-yard line, 23 possibly. Coy Bodley on the carry. Caleb Little on the tackle for the Jaguars. As they will be going quick with Goodman under center. He'll take the snap. It'll be play action. Goodman will roll out to his left. He's got a pass caught and bobbled, excuse me. Arnett with some butterfingers so far tonight. He got the touchdown.
Yeah.
Coughed up the punt and dropped that pass right there.
Yeah, he's hey, touchdown is a pretty great way to start the game. Maybe the nerves are getting to him.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, how can you beat that?
And one of his final games played in this stadium. Goodman will look to get them to jump. And he will motion to line up under center. He'll take the snap. It is a run. Cotterly up the middle. He'll break some tackles and he'll walk into the end zone. Coy Bodley with his first touchdown of the game, and the Toros quickly take a 13-0 lead.
Less than 9 minutes left in this first quarter. They've been on the field for only a few minutes, and it's already 13-0. Some pretty huge plays to get started here by Mountain View. I wonder how Desert Ridge is going to proceed with responding. What do you think their action plan is after seeing how aggressive their team is?
I mean, if you can, slowing the game down would be nice. Just get your guys in the correct position, as Gerard will knock in the extra point. It is 14-0 to the Toros, but as I was mentioning, you just want to slow that game down. Don't let the Toros run all over you as they've had the first couple drives. As we'll see a replay of the Bodley touchdown. He'll just run it right up the middle. Got the hole, cut to the right side, avoid the safety, and just, you're not going to get very many 20-yard rush touchdowns quite like that.
Yeah, that was very impressive from Coy Bodley. And I think you're right about Desert Ridge needing to just slow down the game, kind of get a grasp on it, get a hold on the Toros, just because they're moving so quick that I feel like Desert Ridge can't even think for a moment about what they're doing.
And you got to make sure that you can also dictate some of the pace, get those first downs, fight for them, because right now they have negative yardage on offense, which is not going to win you football games. So just slow this game down, get your own offense running. Things may start to get better. Gerard back to kick once more for his third time already, and it hasn't even been 5 minutes into this game. As Fuentes will be back to receive, he'll run towards his right, and he'll get swallowed up around at the 18-yard line. Excuse me, the 19, and it will be first down once again for the Jaguars.
See what Desert Ridge has in store for us here. See if they can kind of set a pace.
Yeah, Julian will be back in for his next drive. Get a couple of those passes deflected. He had the quick pass that was running back for the tackle for loss. So it's really just about able to kind of dictate your view, kind of really out muscles, out sizes the guys on Desert Ridge. So you got to be able to scheme up your offense different ways if you're the head coach of Desert Ridge.
Yeah, you can see them out there. It's a distinct size difference out there. You can see how much bigger the Mountain View guys are over Desert Ridge.
Julian will take the snap. He'll look towards his right. Quick pass caught right around the 25-yard line. Number 11, Gavin Wells on the reception. As our camera guy on the side almost got hit on that play.
I know, I was worried for him down there. I guess he wants to be right in the action. Probably got a good shot out of it, though.
As that will be a 6-yard gain. It'll make it 2nd and 4. So a good positive play to start out this drive. Like we said, dictate your own pace. Make sure it's slower if you're Desert Ridge. if you're Mountain View, just keep doing what you're doing. You're getting to the quarterback. You're out
Yeah.
muscling them.
Just take your time, get the yardage. That quick pace has only gotten them negative yardage so far, so just slow down to your own pace.
Julian takes a high snap. He'll get the ball out fast, and it's intercepted. Number 20. Tristan Willis on the interception. Number 10 of the Jaguars, David Poorman, did not turn his head back towards his quarterback. And it will be Toro's ball as we have a quick replay. As Julian got the high snap, looked towards his right, and immediately threw the interception. Great pressure from number 24, Cannon Rabin, that caused that quick throw. And already Mountain View set up on the 25. I believe their worst starting field position is like the 33.
I think so too. Yeah, they've been starting with some amazing field position here and just getting straight to that end zone.
Goodman will take the snap. It'll be a handoff to Connolly. Connolly, enough space right up the middle once again, and he'll walk into the end zone uncontested. 25-yard rushing touchdown for Connolly, his second of the night.
Just exactly where you want to be, and Bodily is just doing a great job of running straight into that end zone.
Javion Clark was almost there for the tackle, but Connolly able to escape and just walks into the end zone. It is 20-0 with Gerard coming on for the PAT. And man, I think it's a little redundant already if we talk about the fast start, but it's already a 3-score game. Oh, and we got a little mischief here coming from the Toros. A quick snap. It's a throw for the two-point conversion. That is spiked into the ground. They're trying a little trickery against the Jaguars, but backfired for the Toros.
When you're up 3 scores, why not try some plays out?
As just an interesting little move there as we see the replay. Once again, Bodily running right up the middle. Just, again, another run uncontested. And this push from the offensive line just gives them that space. So, as we talked about the quicker start, kind of dictating your own pace, Julian there a little bit sped up off the pressure, made the mistake. So where do you see them kind of improving for this next drive to potentially get points on the board?
I still think that they need to slow it down. I mean, those snaps are killing them too. You saw the way that high snap kind of made quarterback a little frantic and ended in an interception. So I think if they really just breathe for a second and take their time, they can get somewhere. They just
as Gerard for his 4th kickoff in 4 minutes and 6 seconds of game time, and that will be a touchback. Already 2 turnovers on the side of the Jaguars, not what you want to see if you are a fan of them. But, you know, it's still an insane amount of game left. It's still a game, but, man, the Toros are really, really dominating this football game.
Yeah, it was actually exactly 1 game clock minute ago that they kicked off before that touchdown.
Wow.
It took them
quick strikes.
Yeah, 1 minute to put 6 points on the board.
Blake Julian, 6-foot senior quarterback, the lefty. You don't see a lot of lefty quarterbacks. But right now, he's trying to already mount a comeback for the Jaguars. Julian with the running back lineup to his right. He'll take the snap. It'll be a run, and it's immediately met in the backfield. Number 13, Parker Foster, just all over that play. 3rd tackle for loss already. Derek Wyatt on the rush. It's already such a one-sided affair.
They're putting on a great show for a packed stands
Yes.
full of parents. I mean, there's so many seniors on this Mountain View team, so they're really showing up and having a great a great game for all the fans tonight.
And the best way to help your quarterback is with a run game, right? So it's tough to watch Julian struggle in the passing game already, as the run game has not been good. As we see a running back screen, and he's immediately met by number 7, Preston Patterson, and number 24, Cannon Rabin. I mean, they got the pass off, but, man, Preston Patterson was shot out of a cannon. as there is a player down on the field on the side of the Jaguars, as we will take a little timeout while they attend to his needs. You are watching the Varsity Sports Show on NFHS Network.
Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like auto owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. We are here at Mountain View High School for this game between the Toros and the Jaguars. Once again, my name is Niall Rosenberg, joined by Ava Lombatis, and it looks like the Jaguars got 3rd and long again in this first quarter. Ava, what do you expect to see right here?
I hope for their sake a first down.
Julian will take the snap. He'll roll out towards his right, and he will just throw that ball away.
At this point, I feel like I'm having deja vu.
Pressure right in his face. Rain Curiel with the pressure. And man, already 4th down. It'll be 4th and 14, and the Toros back to receive the ball. It'll be Arnett, who we did see bobble that last play, so safe hands.
Yeah, Arnett has really been leading the stats in kind of every sense of the fashion. But tonight, just maybe not clicking quite yet. Although we did start the game with that touchdown in the beginning, but ever since then, there's been just a little wobbling going on.
Yeah, I mean, that's easily repairable. Just, one pass, you're right back in the mood. But drop pass, little muffed punt is fortunately recovered by his team. A low snap, and that was almost blocked. Man, that was close. Arnett does secure this one, and he's met immediately by a bunch of Jaguars. But again, just outstanding field position. They'll start their next drive at the 28, Ava.
Almost exactly where they started the drive before this.
So they started at what? It was the 25, the 33, I think the 20, and now they're at the 28. And so it's just been fantastic field position as another Jaguar is down. But as we're looking towards this drive, it's been just running a bodily. He's been able to run all over the middle. I mean, do you think if it ain't broke, don't fix it, keep running it? Or do you think they're going to give it to the arm of Brady Goodman?
I think the Toros really have an advantage here where they can just kind of test out what they want to do with it. If Bodley can keep running it and it is still successful every single time and Desert Ridge hasn't really caught on, then I say keep going for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a solid night already for these guys. I mean, 2 touchdowns, that's good enough for a whole game, let alone the first 5 minutes. So Bodley really showing out, just being able to walk in untouched as well. That's how much push this offensive line has been getting.
Yeah, I really do think the Toros have an advantage here, and now honestly being able to just kind of test things out and play this game, they're in control of it right now.
Do you think the big inflatable bowl at the other end zone with the beat red eyes, do you think he's given them spooky powers since it's Halloween?
I think so. I think they're giving him bad vibes. Since it's Halloween, maybe they're superstitious. We don't know.
As we see Steve Meadow at running back, not Bodley, Coy Bodley, as Goodman, Thornett in motion. It'll be a direct run and a little flip over number 14, Sean Mangerfer is going to take the ball, and he'll run for the first down. Mangerfer with the first down run. That'll be about a gain of 15 up to that 15 of the Jaguars. Mangerfer on the rush, and that was a little bit of trickery again. We saw it on the PAT right there, the double end around rush.
Yeah, this time went a little more successfully for him.
Goodman, again, Arnett in motion. Goodman will take the snap. This one is a rush to Arnett, and he'll get met. Oh, no, sorry, he stays on his feet, and he's still pushing, and he'll pick up the first down inside that 5-yard line. I mean, I thought he was met. He was stopped but he kept his legs moving and picks up a gain of about 10. Toros running all over this Jaguars defense so far.
Ball carried by number 0, Talon Arnett. Brought down by number 27.
Still got Steve Meadow out there instead of Coy Bodley. Getting that senior some time on the field tonight.
Yes. Goodman under center. Take the snap. It is a run to Meadow. And Meadow is tackled right around that 2-yard line. Solid rush. Gain of 3.
Carried by number 2, Steve.
Good tackle by the Jaguars. Number 89.
By number 89.
Number 89 of the Jaguars, Brent Frum, on the tackle. And so getting a little bit of stop. That's a good little run defense as they're hoping to block the Toros from getting in the end zone. As it looks to be the same exact play. It is Meadow met in the backfield. Great play by the Jaguars defense. And ooh, another player down on the side of the Jaguars. And so, Ava, with this play, you saw the great defensive play by the Toros the last 2 times. So, is there a little bit of worry here if you're the Toros trying to get this into the end zone?
I wouldn't. Yeah, I think it is worry because I mean, is this their first third down of the game?
Yes.
So you can kind of notice that that Jaguar defense is picking up a little bit and starting to get in a groove and understand what to expect. So I think for the Toros, this can be a little bit concerning. But I guess we'll just have to watch the next play, see if they have any trickery up their sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them also, like, they ran the ball all over them the past couple plays, and those last 2, it's been about 2 yards in total, so it's really been a solid kind of already shift for this Jaguar defense. A big third down coming up. Do you expect it to be 4 down territory, though, Ava?
Yeah, I think so. I think they have the ability to do that, and the scoreboard is 20-0.
Yeah.
I think they have the room. They have the room for error there.
Goodman will line right back under center. Look to be a 2 tight end set. With 7 people in for blocking for Meadow. It will be a run to Meadow up the left-hand side, and he'll walk into the end zone untouched. The 3rd rushing touchdown of the night for the Toros, the 1st for Steve Meadow.
Brings the score 26-0 with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left in this first quarter. Believe it or not, we are only in the first quarter, and that score is 26-0.
Yeah, it's really been an impressive showing out of this Mountain View offense, defense, special teams, all of it. And Gerard will be on for this extra point. Will we see a little trickery as we did last time? We will. There's a little trickery going on again.
They're just having fun with it.
The refs will line up. They want to get set for this play. Arnett will take the snap. It'll be a direct rush, and he'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That'll make it 28-0 Mountain View. And man, they're already starting to run away with this game.
Yeah, it's already really, really getting out ahead of the Jaguars here. I think a positive, though, is that Jaguar defense is picking up a little bit.
So we'll see the replay. Meadow just walking in the end zone, running to the left-hand side. It's an easy push from the offensive line with the extra tight ends in. And they even picked up that 2-point conversion. And we could see all these fans here on their feet, excited, happy about the way their Toros are playing.
Yeah, it is a packed house in here tonight. We're surrounded on all fronts up here by parents and students and just other fans. They're really bringing the energy. Same with the band. I think they've been what feels like nonstop.
And it also picks up what head coach Andy Litton said, obviously, to you before the game in your guys' interview, where it's the fast start, the rough start, playing fast, tough, strong. Obviously, they have the size advantage, the strength advantage against this Jaguar team, and they're using that to their advantage.
Yeah, they really are using it to every little bit of their advantage. They know where their strengths lie, and honestly, they're milking it.
Touchback by Gerard as the Jaguars come on for their next offensive possession. Trailing a bit, but I mean, as we said last drive, there's still a lot of game left. this is almost starting to feel like you got to get some points on the board sometime soon.
Yeah, just points and even just getting out of their own territory.
Right.
On their own side of the field. That's been a struggle getting past that 30-yard line. So,
No, I mean it's gonna.
As you see, Ava, I don't know if you see this, but it's a complete box load up. All the safeties and all the corners are lined up within 5 yards. And man, it almost looked like the entire Toro defensive line jumped on that play.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I did see that as well.
they almost jumped, but nothing, no flags down.
Think-
As man, this box is loaded by all 11 players. And Julian, that's a late snap, and it's just an immediate fumble and pick up by the Toros. But there is a flag on the play.
Picked up by Preston Patterson.
It looks to be
Out
a
there.
pre-snap penalty. Referee Glenn Rathburn on the call. It'll be a false start on the side of the Jaguars. So fortunately for them, they get the penalty, so they maintain possession of the ball. As that's one of the few times you really want your team false starting.
Yeah, I guess that did work out in their favor. Can be grateful for a penalty for once. I think this is one of those unique times where the alternative is worse.
Man, this box is still just loaded by all 11. If the Jaguars get a deep shot, man, there's no one back there to defend against it. Julian takes a snap. They'll throw towards the middle. It's caught immediately, rocked out of the hands. Great play by number 7, Preston Patterson on that breakup, and that pass, was intended for Devin Lambert.
2 really great plays back-to-back by Preston Patterson.
As another Jaguar drops to the ground, and man, this Toro defense is laying the heat, laying the fire, breaking up passes, getting the turnovers. Man, it's hard to say anything negative about this team right now.
Yeah, they're playing really great. They're playing just how their coach was hoping they would in the beginning in our pregame interview.
So I'm looking towards the student section with some of these costumes. I see Tom Brady. I see a hot dog. I saw Freddy Krueger earlier.
I see a referee. I think she needs to go out there.
You see a
and walk
referee.
in.
I think there's a Dexter. There's a Stitch. If you could pick, as we see on the cam, we got a banana. We got a Savannah banana, and we got some more hot dogs.
Yeah, there's that hot dog we were
And
talking about.
I think that's a piece of bacon shown on the screen.
Is that a pirate up there?
Yeah, I see the pirate. So there's a minion. And so who's really bad? What's been your favorite costume you've seen so far? You could play.
I saw a Subway Surfers character.
You saw Subway Surfers. Ooh, that's
Yeah.
good. I think we should play a little game. Aside from the game that's being broadcast tonight, we got to find our favorite costume, and by the end of the night, we will announce what we think
Yeah.
our favorite costume of the
No,
night
yeah. In
is.
these breaks, I'm just gonna look at all the costumes and I'll figure out which one's my favorite. I also see, what is that? Is that the kid from the Up movie?
Russell?
Yeah,
Yes, I
Russell.
believe, yes. And that I believe that's a Teletubby behind Russell. Oh, we found Wonka! We found
We found Waldo. guys.
Waldo. Excuse me, Wonka. What am I saying, man? I think I saw Wonka. I think that's what I was thinking. I think I saw Wonka in the student section. That's immediately what came to my mind. But we did find Waldo.
I see a bunch of scarecrows too.
There are some
I
scarecrows.
was a scarecrow once.
Yeah?
When I was 12, I actually wore the same exact costume.
Shout out.
I was ahead of the curve, obviously.
As the Toro defense comes back onto the field, as hopefully everything is all right with all these Jaguars that have had to hit the turf so far.
Yeah,
As-
they've all been walking off the field. I mean, there's been a couple of injuries tonight, but coach was saying in the beginning of the game, they respect their opponents. They're not gonna go out and disrespect them. So I
Yeah.
think all the injuries have been just some unfortunate circumstances.
Julian now back to pass. The running back to his left on the 2nd and 15. He'll take the snap. He'll roll out towards his left. He'll throw down towards the field, and it's intercepted once again. That is Cannon Rabin on the interception, and he's the guy who's been making a lot of tackles for losses, and he picks up another Toro's turnover of the game. Julian rolling out to his left. Not a guy open down the field. Threw it in to a space with 4 different Toro defenders. And that'll be Toro's ball. As you can see right there, he tries to go deep to his guy, but Rabin's right there with the interception. And, man, we talk about field position. Toro's starting at the 8-yard line.
Just some of the best field position we've seen tonight for the Toros.
As Goodman will line up under center with Steve Meadow as the back. Meadow, play action. He'll throw towards the back of the end zone. Over the head of number 25, Max Germain. Just a little overthrown by Goodman, but the play is there.
Yeah, just a little bit overthrown, but very close. Would have had it for sure.
So Arnett is a guy I want to look on. We saw that other play, the first touchdown, where it was the quick slant. So we can see that again as Goodman will line up in the pistol. Once again with Meadow behind him. 2nd and 8, 2nd and goal. There's the play action. Arnett is not there. Goodman will take the ball, and he'll fumble down the ground. Meadow is there to get it. They're going to call Goodman down at the 6-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 2 for the quarterback.
Definitely a little nerve-wracking for the Toros fans over here.
Yeah, he coughed up the ball, but it looks like the ball came out when he hit the ground. So we marked down, at the 7-yard line, a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and goal. Once again, a 3rd down for this Jaguars defense. They couldn't convert the first time, get the stop. But here they have a little more space to defend against it. As Goodman will be lined up under center. We'll take the snap. It'll be play action. He'll roll out to his left. Throws. Arnett is there. Touchdown, Toros. Taylor Arnett with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And man, just a great play from this Toros offense. Their 5th touchdown of the first quarter.
Yeah, 34-0, still almost 4 minutes left in the third quarter. I mean, the first quarter here.
Just been great all-around offense from the Toros. I mean, they're finding their guys, they're getting the ball in their playmakers' hands. And it's just been a solid game already.
Yeah, it's the most dominating performance I've seen all season with my own eyes, like actively at a game. And I don't think they're going to be letting off the gas anytime soon.
Yeah, as the Gerard's kick is up, it'll make it 35-0 for Mountain View. As we will see the replay. Goodman on the play action, just had Arnett run a beautiful route through it with great anticipation for his 2nd touchdown. As now, if you're the Jaguars, it's all about just playing your game, getting stuff going, ignore the mistakes. The one thing you can't do is let the mistakes keep continuing to add up and just eat at your mental. You got to keep your mind in check just to be able to keep playing. So a good drive could fix a lot of issues that Desert Ridge has had so far tonight.
Yeah, I think Desert Ridge just needs like a sliver of hope here, and just forget about the mistakes they made and just play football.
As the kickoff is the 5th or 6th now for Gerard is up now
First quarter.
in the first quarter. Toro's just seriously dominant tonight. And here's the kick. Excuse me, Gerard is not on the kick. And it'll be returned. Fuentes is going to run up the middle. He had some room, actually. If he could have got through the hole, great tackle by number 13, Parker Foster. But, man, Fuentes had the hole on the right side. If he just could have broken that tackle, he would have been gone.
Yeah, he would have.
Craig Baugh on the kick. Man, a little dangerous there from the Toros. So, Julian back out. If you are head coach at Desert Ridge, if you are Jeremy Bellman, what are you telling your young quarterback to be able to come out here and have success on this drive?
I think, like we were saying earlier, they just need to let the mistakes be in the past and just play the game of football that you know, that you practice every single day.
Mm-hmm. as the
Senior.
1st and 10. He'll line up in the I formation.
Because I've had it run 2 halftimes.
He'll take the snap. He'll run it, and he'll be met immediately at the line of scrimmage. Great play. Oh, and the ball's taken out of his hands. Number 13, Parker Foster will take that all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Oh my goodness, what
gosh.
an outstanding play by Foster. Took it
That
out
was
of the running back's hands and just takes it all the way to the end zone.
not without a
And
fight
here's the
by
replay. I thought he was going
Brandon
down, and
Knight.
all of a sudden he comes out of the pile, excuse me, and just walks it into the end zone. What a play by Parker
Yeah.
Foster.
Came out of nowhere and dragged Blake Julian with him the whole way.
Just took it right out of his hands. So give me that. Gerard is on to make this potentially a 42-0 first quarter lead.
And just
Kick is up and it
a
is good.
couple of minutes ago that they scored.
Yeah, and that is the 4th or 5th turnover already for this Mountain View defense.
It's been like clockwork these last couple minutes. There's been a score, kick, interception or a fumble, or and then a score again, and it just repeats.
Yeah, it's just been what a fantastic performance out of this Toros team already. Just already a blowout game so far in this first quarter.
Definitely the energy you want to have coming back from two losses. I mean, they've been on a 2-loss streak by just a couple of points, and being able to come out in this just the first quarter and dominate 42-0. It's great in comparison to what we saw last week, and
Yeah,
exactly what their coach is angling for.
it's the offensive performance you want to see, right? It's you're not putting up this amount of points either the last 2 weeks, so it's really been a great showing against this team that Mountain View should be beating most nights, but really tonight they're showing why they are such a solid team that once again is a combined 3 points away from being 6-2 rather than 4.
Yeah, exactly. And they are a solid team, and they historically have been a solid team. I mean, last season they only lost 2 games.
And there's another touchback for the Toros.
And this dominating performance is really interesting because they're 2-5 against Desert Ridge since 2011. So they've only won 2 out of 7 games against Desert Ridge
Oh, wow.
since 2011. So I think this is kind of a get back. I mean, I know last year they won 54-0, but
Yeah.
before that it was all losses.
Yeah, it was all Desert Ridge and little Mesa matchup, like what I did there.
Yeah,
The
Mesa
motivation?
matchup,
Yeah.
lots of M's. And Mountain View.
As it will be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, excuse me. Julian will be back to receive the pass. Receive the snap, excuse me. I'm all over the place. Julian will take the snap. It'll be a run play. Number 27 on the carry. And he'll pick up about 2 or 3 yards. Number 27, Alejandro Esquivel on the rush, the junior. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 7. It's such an interesting play we had on that last play. That was just insane. That just strip sack touchdown.
Yeah, I feel like I blinked and he came out of nowhere, and then he was in
Yeah.
the end zone. It was
Yes.
it moved really fast, and it was very unexpected. Well, I think I should be expecting that type of stuff now with this team tonight.
Julian, the quick pass over to the right-hand side, and that'll be fumbled. Arnett's going to pick it up and walk it into the end zone, but I believe they're going to call it incomplete. Number 10, David Poorman on the play, and there's another Jaguar down. Man, these injuries are starting to add up, and it just sucks, man. Like, these are guys just trying to play high school football, and you never want to see anybody injured on the football
Yeah,
field.
exactly.
But already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touchdowns. We're going to take a break. As with this injury, we will take a timeout ourselves. You're watching the Varsity Sports Show. Thank you very much.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AAPAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. We're here for Desert Ridge versus Mountain View. Once again, I am Niall Rosenberg, joined by Ava Lumbatis. And the Toros, just incredible first quarter showing. Throw to the right-hand side, and it's intercepted for the third time in this first quarter. Number 21, Myron Christensen on the interception. This is an outstanding play, as we will see the replay, as Julian throws to his left, and just a great read of the route. Another interception. Fourth turnover on defense, fifth turnover of the quarter. As we will look at a couple costumes, we have Theodore, Alvin, and Simon next to John Cena. What a matchup.
And it looks like an escaped inmate as well.
Hey.
How did he get in here?
Wait, yeah, how did he get let in?
Did he get a ticket?
Oh, and it looks to be the Goblin Gang from Clash Royale lining up behind him. You a Clash Royale player, Ava?
I actually was for a moment in the summer.
Meadow will take the snap. He'll take the rush, and he'll get met in the backfield. Great tackle for loss by number 8, Xander Fuentes. As we have Luigi in the crowd. Looks like to be Robin. And it's been a great little costume shout-out. Shout out to the student section for really popping out and really fitting the vibe of Halloween night.
Yeah,
the night before Halloween Eve.
I think when I was in high school, people thought they were too cool to dress up for Halloween. So it's really wholesome that everyone's out here in their costumes.
Exactly.
I think it's great.
The fake pitch. Goodman will roll out to his left. He's got the quick pass. He's met immediately. Great tackle. There is a flag down. Caught by number 14, Sean Mangerfear. Just a great hit on that defensive side. That would be number 2, Gunnar Brewer on that hit.
Really great hit by him, I would say. He's like a Jaguar.
As the flag is down, we'll see what the call is. Referee Glenn Rathburn holding on the offensive side. That'll back up to make it a 2nd and 20. About almost 30 seconds.
Is that first penalty on the Toros tonight, I believe?
Yes. First penalty. Second penalty of the night. We had the false start earlier on that brought back the fumble. But 2nd and 20 for the Toros. Take the snap. He'll roll to his left. He's got his man open caught at the 15-yard line. He'll run to the right-hand side, and he'll slip and fall. He had a free path to the end zone. Mangerfear, but he slips, and he'll end up at the 5.
Slip and fall, always tragic. Always a tragedy.
That is a 25-yard gain, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. A huge lead for the Toros to end this first quarter, 42-0. We're going to go to a break. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You're watching the Varsity Sports Show. We'll see you for the second quarter.
This quarter break is sponsored by
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AAPAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase. Hey fans, Vince with the Varsity Sports Show. You've had the rest. Now treat yourself to the best Japanese grill in Arizona. It's the Boss. Boss Bachi Japanese Grill in Mesa. Grilled shrimp, steak, and all the best veggies with or without a twist of spice. Sure to please everyone. Dine in or take out. Located at University and Country Club in Mesa. Open daily. 602-859-3759. The Boss. Boss Bachi. Hablamos Español.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. It's the start of the second quarter. Toros looking to add on to their 42-0 score. Once again, my name is Now Rosenberg, joined by Ava Lombatis. And wow, the Toros really about to take this huge lead at the start of the second quarter as Goodman take the snap. He'll throw it towards his right and looking for Mangerfear. We just saw him slip right at that 5-yard line. Unable to haul in that pass for the touchdown. It'll be second and goal from that 5-yard line.
Starting this second quarter, I mean, Toros have just been putting on a show tonight.
As we have a running clock now with the sizable lead for the Toros. As Goodman will line up. Meadow still in the game. We haven't seen Coy Bodley after his two touchdowns in that first quarter. It really has been Steve Meadow. Goodman will take the snap. Look towards the end zone. He'll scramble off. There is a flag down. I think it's going to be called a holding. It's caught for the touchdown. A second flag comes down. It's caught for the touchdown by Mangerfear, but there was a lot of holding, a lot of touching going on. And so it looks to be 2 flags on the play. We'll see what's called. Holding on the side of the Toros.
Holding on the Toros.
Second play, illegal man downfield, I believe that is. That will be declined.
Ineligible man downfield.
Ineligible man downfield, excuse me. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. It'll make it second and goal from the 15-yard line, Ava.
It's the longest they've had to play from tonight. Second and 15. Haven't had anything more than 10 all night.
Where are you looking right now if you're Goodman? Do you think you're going to get this rush, or who's the guy you're going to target in this red zone?
Man, that is such a good question. That I don't have the answer to.
Goodman will take the snap. It will be a run. Meadow will take it right up the middle, and he'll walk into the end zone. That'll make it the 7th touchdown of the game for the Toros, the 2nd for Steve Meadow. And man,
we got some fireworks going
yeah, we
on.
got the fireworks going. Steam's coming out of the bull's nose, and man, talk about anger. We've seen that anger on this team from the Toros.
Yeah, they have a good name for their team.
Yes, exactly.
Very fitting.
As the backup kicker, number 42, Craig Baugh, comes into this game. Giving Gerard a little rest. He's already had to use his leg a lot tonight. Baugh's kick up, off the right, upright, but it still bounces in.
Dink, dink,
Man,
dink.
got a little help from the post. And that'll make it 49-0 Toros. To a rowdy crowd coming to welcome him back in. And wow, it's really been just a dominant showing.
Yeah, there's really no other words for it other than dominant.
Yeah, it's just out-muscled, out-strength, and just been a great showing at a Brady Goodman in one of his last starts as the quarterback at Mountain View. We'll see him in Division I soon enough. And just a great overall game from this team.
Yeah, they've got a couple of kids going D1.
Back to return for the Jaguars.
That's how you build a program, right? We talked about Desert originally on our side wanting to build a new culture. First year head coach, and against an already established program in Mountain View. Just great stuff. It's what you want to see. Here's the kick from Baugh. Be a line drive right at Fuentes. He'll let it roll all the way back in the end zone for a touchback.
Kickoff sells up the end zone for a
Look
touchdown.
at another Teletubby out here.
Yeah, we got the yellow Teletubby. Now we got the red Teletubby. Just once again added on. Yeah, where are the other Teletubbies? Just new costumes we're seeing every single time. As there is the red Teletubby. As he'll walk around. And he just walked past his yellow companion. I didn't see them say hi or anything to each other.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think it was a case of, oh no, we're wearing the same costume.
yeah, do you think there's a little beef between the yellow and red Teletubbies?
I wonder if there's some secret Teletubby beef that we don't know about.
Not here tonight. So.
I think I was too young watching the show to pick up on if the red and yellow Teletubby have beef.
Man, all the people watching at home are like, how are you guys too young for Teletubbies? Maybe just a little bit. First attempt from the 20 for the Jaguars. As they'll take the snap. It'll be a quick run. He'll gain about 1 or 2 yards on the play, and it looks to be a new quarterback in. No, excuse me, it's still Julian, but Alejandro Esquivel on the carry. We saw him a little bit used last drive, and he'll pick up the 2-yard gain for the Jaguars. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. What do you think they got to get going here on offense to start just generating some yards, potentially points?
Anything.
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
think just little yards at a time, just making sure they're not going backwards, holding on to the ball, just not having a turnover is so important. Just honestly getting back down into the basics to try and build some momentum for the second quarter.
Julian will take the snap. It will be another rush, but he's met in the backfield. Man, a loss of 3 yards on that play. There's a gang of Toros on that play, and that'll bring it down to, I believe, a 3rd and 10 or 3rd of 11. A host of Toros.
I like that.
See, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's not a pack, it's not a gang.
Host.
What would it be? A host. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
I feel like it would be a herd.
A herd? Yeah.
Yeah, but herd sounds less cool.
Yeah, a host is cool. I like
Host
that.
sounds intimidating. Herd sounds like a prairie.
Yes. It'll be 3rd and long once again for this Jaguars offense. Julian will take the snap. Look towards his left. He'll throw it deep. He's got a man open. That's great coverage. Number 2, Steve Meadow, runs in for the touchdown. Proceeds to have the pass break up. And it will bring up 4th down. Jaguars will look to punt.
Steve Meadow, a great player on both sides of the ball there. He's kind of just everywhere, it seems like.
Yes. But we've seen a lot of these seniors being played. Obviously, it's senior night tonight, as we mentioned before, but we're seeing just all these different guys being able to play in a game such as this one. You want some of the guys who haven't really seen the field a lot to be able to play. It's nice for all the families that are here supporting all the time to see their child be able to touch the football field.
Yeah, and pardon me, no better time than now with this lead, and just this game has been incredible. They've been dominating. They're playing at their best. They're playing at their best right now.
As Taylor Arnett will be back to receive another punt. Again, just talking about not only just how offense has been, but just the field position game. The farthest back they've started is the 33-yard line, I believe. And that punt is almost blocked again. Just a nice boomer. Arnett will catch it about the 50, and he'll get running, and he'll break free, and he runs into his own man. Absolutely decks his teammate. There is a flag down right around that 49-yard line. But Arnett taking bodies, and they weren't even the other teams.
Friendly fire out there.
As we'll see.
Starting back the furthest they have, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see what this call is. Referees will convene. As we'll have a legal block in the back on the side of the Toros. And that'll bring them to start in their own half for the first time all game long.
Now we get to see how the Toros play without that field position advantage that they've been having the entire night. I mean, they've only really had to go 30 yards to get those touchdowns all night. So now just seeing them play from their territory will really
Number 10,
good
Brock
show.
White. The sophomores now come in as quarterback. In a lead such as this, you want to keep Brady Goodman healthy. That is the guy you want for later on this season. As Meadow will take the carry, and he'll be wrestled down. He still stays on his feet. But a pack of Jaguars? I know we're talking about the host of Toros, but what's the name for Jaguars? Anybody know that?
I wonder what the announcer will say. We could just steal it from him. I'm going to look it up now.
Steve Meadow on the carry. We've seen him used a lot after Corey Bodley was used really early on in that first quarter. And we'll see a little bit of Brock White. We've seen him a little bit so far this season, and we'll see what he can bring to this Toros team.
It's a prowl of Jaguars.
A prowl, I like that. Steve Meadow takes a carry once again. He'll be tackled right around that 50-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Toros.
Ball carried by number 2, Steve Meta.
When it comes to Meadow, like, what have you really seen from him tonight on both sides of the field?
I've just seen him he's very active. He gets there, he gets the play done, and he's hardy. He's a hardy kid. He gets it done.
As the next snap will be taken. Another run to Meadow. He'll take it up that right-hand side. He's got a bunch of room to go. And he'll break another tackle, and he'll be wrestled down right around the 33-yard line. Another solid run from Mountain View's team. And there is a flag down on the play, right around back up at that 48-yard line. Holding on the side of the Toros. That'll bring back up third down.
Walking them all the way back, basically, where they just started.
Yeah, I think that'll make it a 3rd and 11 for this team. Maybe we'll see Brock White's arm come into play here. It's been 3 straight runs, 3rd and long, most likely a pass, but they haven't been able to run the ball effectively.
Yeah, see
So
what
what they
this
can do.
sophomore quarterback's got in store for us.
As White will take the ball, and he'll hand it off to Meadow again, but Meadow's right at the line of scrimmage. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up the first 4th down for the Toros, and we have a punt. So a stop.
Wow.
No, excuse me. Yes, punt team is out. So the first punt of the game on the side of the Toros.
I guess that's exactly what you want to see from your defense if you're a Jaguar. They're finally holding them. Finally held them to a punt. Didn't score on this drive. I'd say they're clicking a little bit. The defense is getting strong. Now the offense just really needs to translate that over into their play.
Yeah, and back to return for the Jaguars, number 7, Jackson Mavis. We'll see what he can do on the side of the Jaguars. As we have whistles, flag on the play, false start on the side of the Toros, or excuse me, delay a game, I believe. And so that'll bring up 4th and 14, 4:29 left in the second quarter. We'll see the first punt for Mountain View. As we have this running clock going, clock will continue to bleed out as you have such a big lead. It's all about keeping your players healthy. Less play time means less chance and risk of injury. The ball is bobbled, but it's punted. That's a boomer. That'll drop right around the 20-yard line. Takes a terrific bounce. And that will drop right at the 15-yard line. Jaguars backed up again. Time for their offense to potentially get something going. Their defense finally gets a stop.
Yeah.
Turn that defense into offense.
Yeah, that sideline has to be feeling a lot better now that defense got to stop. It's kind of just a morale boost, and it's a good opportunity to get that momentum going and translate that into the offense as well.
Yeah, as see Julian back out, really haven't seen a whole lot of passes completed out of him. But if it's going to start, it's got to start now for this Jaguar team.
Yeah, no better time but the present. With only 4 minutes left in the second quarter, it's moving a little faster now with that clock running.
Yeah.
And soon to be halftime. I'm smelling the hot dogs from the grill down there. And I think everyone else is too. I might have a bit of a line.
The food is aplenty at Jesse Park Field. As Julian will take the snap. Look towards his right. He'll throw. It's completed to number 12. That is Mason Rowe. Be a solid gain on first down.
To number 12, Mason Rowe. Down by number 2, Steve.
That'll bring up second and about 3 from second and 2, excuse me, from the 23-yard line.
Mason Rowe behind Gage Highsmith was the receiving yards per game. I mean, Gage Highsmith at 84 yards per game. Mason's getting about 18.
Wow. Really does show how well Highsmith's played so far this season. Julian now. Set back. Take the pass. He'll take it. He'll look towards his left. He'll have to roll out. He's got a host of Toros after him, and he'll throw that pass, but it's incomplete. Intended for Gavin Wells. That'll bring up third and short.
Is that Indiana Jones? Did we already talk about Indiana Jones?
No, we found Indiana Jones.
It's very accurate. Very
Yes,
accurate costume.
I like that costume. Call him a Raider of the Lost Ark. He just sat down on the screen.
So they're searching for him.
Yeah.
I see his hat. He just needs to move the camera down a little bit more.
Yeah, there he is. Indiana is here to cheer on his Toro team. Definitely put on a solid performance. Up 49-0 with almost 2 minutes left in the second quarter. 2 minutes until halftime. Julian back now to take the snap. As we'll have
The
time
2-minute.
timeout on the side of the Jaguars. And with that timeout, we'll take one ourselves. You're watching the Varsity Sports Show.
Life at Cogier is full of warmth, connection, and adventure. Come and take a closer look at a new kind of senior living. Welcome to Cogier, where your next chapter is your best one yet.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldies Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. 1:59 left in this second quarter. 3rd and 2 now for the Jaguars. Julian will take the snap. He'll hand it off, and he's immediately met by the Toros. The ball comes out at the end there, but they're going to call him down. Ball carrier number 27, Alejandro Esquivel, brought down by a bunch of Toros. Man, he received the ball in the handoff, and then there's already 3 Toros right in his face.
Basically ran into a brick wall there. He got eaten up.
As we'll see a punt, another punt on the side of the Jaguars. Not a bad one on the last go around. We'll see where the Toros end up. As we'll see the clock run down. Almost around 1 minute remaining. Another substitution for the Jaguars will come in. For the Toros, just about continuing to run this clock down. You got the lead. It's all about just how do you build even possibly more momentum going into next week's game. For the Jaguars, it's just about getting a little bit of momentum themselves going into next week. I mean, it's very paramount. That punt is blocked, and that'll be another touchdown for the Toros. Number 9, Zach Bingham on the block. Number 7, Preston Patterson on the touchdown. There is a flag down.
Preston Patterson again. He's been a really big playmaker tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of like not as talked about, but definitely deserves some recognition. He's been having a great game tonight and making some huge plays.
Definitely. We'll see what the call is on this play. As they're still discussing a little bit. As the Toro punt team doesn't look to be too happy about whatever's going on.
Yeah, everyone looks a little confused down there. Or upset.
As they're still discussing what's going on.
Just a lot of discussion.
Yes.
A lot of clarifications needed down there, and for me too.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw it, but like the past couple punts, they've been right there, and so they finally.
It was a matter of time.
Yes, it was certainly a matter of time. They've been in the backfield right around the punt, and they are going to call it a touchdown. After further discussion, Preston Patterson will pick up the punt block touchdown. And that'll bring the Toros points to over 50.
8th touchdown of the game.
8th touchdown of the game for the Toros. Man, just a great offensive defensive and special teams performance. from
Yeah.
Mountain View.
Seriously, all sides of the ball have been a well-oiled machine tonight.
Yeah, and just overall, I mean, I think everybody in this crowd can go home happy. I mean, it's almost, I guess the reactions for each touchdown have kind of dwindled each time because it's just now expected.
Yeah, now they're just used to it. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, another one.
As here will be the kick for Gerard.
They were discussing it with the coaches on the sidelines.
As Desert Ridge, not too sure why that one was called a touchdown, so they got further clarification from the referees. And now, on for the extra point is Gerard. Incredible showing from the Toros. Like we said before, lost their last 2 games by a matter of 3 points. Coming out here up by 56 going into halftime. About 19.3 seconds for the Jaguars. Most likely receive this kick, take a knee. As the fireworks continue to go off. Not sure they're going to have enough fireworks for how many touchdowns are being scored.
Yeah, I don't think they bought as many fireworks as they need for the second half of this game.
As I see Superman in the crowd.
And a monkey.
And a monkey costume. As well, let's see what else we got going on. I see Charlie Brown. I see an army man. I see another monkey down there. I see another referee. Yeah, we got refs in the stands too, as well as on the field.
And number 8, Xander Fuentes.
I see Kung Fu Panda as well.
Ooh. We got Kung Fu Panda. We got a lot of the Y2K style jersey wearing. I see a lot of that. The throwbacks, yeah.
Trying to be frat guys
Oh.
here with the backwards jerseys and the collared shirts.
Yes. As the kickoff will come out, that'll be a touchback. And the clock will continue to run. It'll be stopped with about 5.5 seconds left. And Ava, as we see here, I see a Joker. I see a minion. On camera, I see the banana. The minion, the banana, better watch out for the minion. Might come after him.
Oh, yeah. Banana's in some dangerous territory there.
Luigi. And Ava, as we talk about these two teams, what do you think is the number one defining thing from this Toros team that's really led to this huge lead?
I just think their execution has been on par with what Coach was expecting and talking about before the game. There's one thing to say, this is how I want my team to play, and then there's another thing for them executing it perfectly. And that's what they've been doing tonight, is execution and doing it perfectly.
Halftime buzzer will go off. It is 56-0 Toros at the end of the half. We will go to our halftime break. Once again, you're watching the Varsity Sports Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dane Palmer, and today I'm talking about some Arizona high school football. Friday nights are electric, but the real season starts right now. The AIA Arizona High School Football Playoffs are about to get underway. Getting into the playoffs and understanding where your team stands can be a little bit tricky, so buckle up. I'm going to try to break it down for you the best I can. First off, the core AIA rankings. Unlike some states, Arizona uses a pretty interesting ranking system to determine the playoff spots and seeding of these teams. The ranking is calculated by the Arizona Interscholastic Association, the AIA, and it's powered by an algorithm that considers a few major factors. Number one, and arguably the most important, win-loss record. Pretty simple, winning matters. Number two, strength of schedule. Who you played is just as important. and how many people you beat who also have good schedules is important as well. Beating a top-ranked team is a little more important than beating a lower-ranked team. And number 3, the results of your opponent's opponents. Yes, this formula goes that deep, but the goal is simple. Ensure that the most deserving teams make the single elimination tournament. Now, let's talk about the different conferences. Playoff structure varies by conference, generally based on school size, from 1A being the smallest and 6A being the biggest. 1A and 3A use a smaller bracket, typically 12 or 16 teams, with some region champions earning an automatic bid and the rest filling out the field based on the AIA rankings. 4A and 5A are conferences that often feature larger 24-team brackets where the top 8 teams get a coveted first-round bye based solely on their overall AIA ranking. Now let's talk about the elite, the open division. This is Arizona and the AIA's way of creating what they believe to be a true super state championship. The open division pulls the top 12 teams regardless of conference, often primarily being from 6A and 5A, sometimes 4A, but based on the overall AIA rankings. The top 4 open teams get a bye into the quarterfinals. Teams ranked 5 through 12 play a first-round game, and the winners advance into the open bracket. But here's the key. The losers of the open first-round games drop down into their respective 6A, 5A, or 4A playoff brackets. This unique structure ensures that the state's very best play each other for the open state championship, while those who don't advance still have a shot at their conference title due to the competition they're going to be facing in that open bracket. In short, win to boost your rankings, keep your strength of schedule high, and you'll find yourself on the way to the AIA playoffs, whether it's an automatic bid, a high seed, or a spot in the elite open division. It's all about proving you belong. So good luck to all the teams on the road to the state championship or region championships this season. I hope this helps simplify things for you just a little bit. Once again, my name is Dane Palmer.
Hello everybody, my name is Antonio Gutierrez here with the Varsity Sports Show. And today I'll be talking some Copper Canyon football in their game against North Canyon on October 24th. A game that saw seniors Mark Enriquez and Jeremiah Adams-Curry show out on both sides of the ball.
Jeremiah Adams-Curry recorded his team-leading 21st sack of the season, which puts him 7th nationally in sacks, while also forcing a fumble in the contest as well.
Jeremiah Adams-Curry forcing that ball out. He's just everywhere right now.
On the offensive side, it was the Mark Enriquez show. He found the end zone 4 times, showing off his elite open field elusiveness and speed.
Parker gonna hand it off to Enriquez. Enriquez breaks one tackle and he's going off to off the races at the 40, at the 50. Look at that guy go. At the 30, at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Mark Enriquez.
To go along with it all, he also had over 250 rushing yards and brought his total to just under 1,000 on the season.
And that's another touchdown. 1, 2, 3 touchdowns from Mark Enriquez in the first half. Humble, but this time going to be hand off to Enriquez, who goes right up the middle, and he's going to have some room at the 30, at the 25, at the 20. Mark Enriquez gets them back on the board for the Aztecs. Touchdown, Copper Canyon.
The combination of Jeremiah Adams-Curry and Mark Enriquez has been a key reason to why Copper Canyon is having one of the best seasons in school history. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Antonio Gutierrez.
Ottawa University of Arizona, better known as OUAZ, is off to one of its best starts in program history. The Spirit are 6-0 after dominant wins over teams like Langston, Texas College, and their rival, Arizona Christian. And now they head into the bye week and currently sit at number 12 in the NAIA rankings. The secret behind their success? Discipline. But for this team, that word means more than just following rules. It's about building character on and off the field.
Everything we do, it's not just focused on beating whoever we're playing next. Obviously, that's important, but it's focused on making us good to beat everybody, and values like discipline, which are really valuable on the field, but also are very, very valuable as a man and as a husband and as a father. And so instilling those values in us, like discipline, are taught to us through the field and through the X's and O's, but they're instilled in here and not just up here.
But it's not just the discipline, rather, the high standard the team has set for themselves this season.
A lot of places, like if you lose one game, it's an amazing season. Like to this program, if you lose one game, it's like the worst season.
These practices and that mentality helped lift Ottawa University to their 6th win, going undefeated right here at Spirit Field against Arizona Christian University, one of their longtime rivals. For Varsity Sports Show, Andrew Neeram reporting.
Blessing Frazier reporting for Varsity Sports. Now fall is in full swing, and with that comes the NBA. The NBA started their first official week of the season last week, and fans are excited after a long summer to see their favorite players. But some of their favorite players are on the bench. Several headline names are either being managed carefully with minute restrictions or sidelined with injuries as team tried to navigate a long season. In New Orleans, Zion Williamson is out with a bone contusion in his foot and being listed day to day as the Pelicans monitor this issue. Out in California, the Lakers veteran LeBron James is sidelined, being evaluated with a multi-week timeline. James has been speculated to be in his last couple of seasons, so he's being monitored carefully. In Boston, Jason Tatum remains out as he recovers related to his right Achilles repair from last season. And most recently, Minnesota's explosive guard Anthony Edwards is expected to miss roughly 2 weeks with a right hamstring strain. Well, these aren't the only players. A handful of other rotation players around the league are being managed carefully in these early days of the season. Coaches are balancing short-term decisions with the long season ahead, and they're prioritizing long-term availability over one-game heroics. There's a lot of new talent to look out for as we monitor and slowly hope for the return for these superstars. For Varsity Sports reporting, my name is Blessing Frazier.
Kenny Dillingham's success at Arizona State has brought national attention. Now with openings at LSU and Penn State, questions arise as whether Kenny will be the head coach of the future for the Sun Devils. Dillingham was hired by Arizona State in November 2022, becoming the youngest head coach in the Power 5 at the time. In less than 2 seasons, he's brought renewed energy to the program, with a fast-paced offense and a clear culture of development. That success has naturally made him a target for speculation as powerhouse programs like LSU and Penn State look for their next leader.
Your picture's on the top of an athletic article today speculating of LSU and Penn State. So have you told your agent, don't listen to anybody, don't answer? Do you listen? Where's your role in future openings?
I'm trying to win as many games as I can here. That is my number one focus, is our players. Our football team, everything about us. That's simple. Like, I am so singularly focused on us to win football games, to become a better football team, this season. Like, that's my singular focus.
It was a short but careful answer. He didn't deny interest outright, but he did emphasize his commitment to his team. Dillingham signed a multi-year contract extension earlier this year that keeps him in Tempe through 2029. Raising his salary to roughly $5.8 million per year, and including a significant buyout clause. That deal places him among the highest paid coaches in the Big 12 and gives Arizona State financial leverage if any other programs come calling. Still, his name continues to appear in national coaching conversations, and with the market heating up, those questions aren't going away anytime soon. He says his focus is on this season, but as the carousel continues to spin, expect his name to stay in the mix. I'm Adam Maggard reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
It was supposed to be an exciting time for the NBA as the 2025-2026 regular season got underway last week. Unfortunately, an NBA scandal involving widespread game fixing and ties to organized crime led to the October 2025 arrest of Portland Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups, Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, and former player and coach Damon Jones. The federal investigation resulted in 2 separate indictments involving more than 30 people involved. Prosecutors allege Rozier, Jones, and others used non-public information from players and coaches to place wagers on NBA games. A second indictment of charges against Billups and Jones charged them with participating in a high-stake poker game and scheme run by the mafia crime families. Advanced cheating technology was allegedly used to defraud victims out of millions of dollars. The NBA has placed both Billups and Rozier on non-paid leave pending the outcome of the investigation. We will have to wait and see what the investigation leads to. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Ryan Gaylord.
All right, everybody, my name is Heaven Cook here, reporting live for Varsity Sports. Please excuse my voice, I am currently under the weather, but that's not going to stop me from doing my topic today. I want to talk about investigations. We've been seeing a lot of investigations going on, but right now I want to talk about the Baltimore Ravens being under investigation for Lamar Jackson's injury. Now, the Baltimore Ravens are under NFL investigation following confusion over quarterback Lamar Jackson's injury status. Jackson, sidelined with a hamstring issue, was intentionally listed as a full participant in Friday's practice. However, the team later revised that to limited participation, saying he only practiced with the scout team. Now, under league rules, players who participate only in scout teams reps must be listed as limited, not full. The NFL says it's reviewing the Ravens' reporting and could issue fines and other penalties, depending on what they find. Now, I don't know if you guys saw the interview, but Coach Harbaugh said that it was an honest mistake, emphasizing that there was no intention to mislead the public or anything. But unfortunately, Lamar will be hopefully back soon, 100% healthy. But it definitely leads to a lot of mistakes happening on that end. Also with the opposite team preparing for Lamar Jackson and not for their backup quarterback, Tyler Huntley. But in the meantime, I really wonder what does this mean for them, and hopefully this doesn't happen again. This is my topic, and I hope you guys enjoy my story.
Hi everyone, this is Patrick Cohn with the Varsity Sports Show. I am so excited to be bringing you guys yet another video recap. I really enjoy doing this for you guys. This week, I'm going to be talking about the current standings for the Big 12 Conference football and talking to you guys about which teams so far are bowl eligible. So as of week 9 of the college football season for 2025, there are six teams in the Big 12 Conference that are bowl eligible for the season. They include BYU, Cincinnati, Houston, Texas Tech, TCU, and Utah. All 6 of these programs have been phenomenal so far this season. Unfortunately, Arizona has not yet become bowl eligible. They need to have at least 2 more wins in order to be bowl eligible. As per the NCAA rules, you have to have 6 wins in order to become bowl eligible. So if Arizona can beat Colorado next week and then beat Kansas the following week, they should be bowl eligible as well. So again, all 6 of these programs in the Big 12 Conference are very dominant, very aggressive on both their offense and defense, and this is the main reason why they are bowl eligible this season. They are the reason why these 6 programs are bowl eligible this season. It should be very exciting. The Big 12 Conference should be well represented in bowl season, and hopefully 1 or 2 of the teams, mostly BYU and possibly Cincinnati or Houston, should make a good run in the college football playoff. Thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.
Hi everyone, I'm Abel Battis for Varsity Sports Show and also Cronkite student at ASU. Today I'm going to be putting a little spotlight on a club here at ASU that not a lot of people know exists, and I think it deserves a little recognition, and that is the ASU Men's Rugby Club. So the ASU Men's Rugby Club was founded in 1975, which means it's coming up on its 50th year anniversary this year, and it is a little more than just practice and playing. But this team is really involved in the community. I mean, they volunteer, they raise awareness for the program, and they show up for local events. Just recently, a couple of days ago, they participated in the ASU annual Gold Rush 5K, where they helped out and connected with the community while also promoting their club. On the field, the rugby competes in the Southwest D1AA division and has both a junior varsity and a varsity team. They're just wrapping up the season, they're almost finished, but it isn't too late to catch a game live here at ASU. They are playing U of A in their next game on November 8th, which is always a huge rivalry between the two schools, and I don't expect that this rugby team will not live up to the hype. It'll be a very exciting game, as our U of A matchups always are. The best part about this rugby team is that you can get involved. All you have to do is visit their Instagram, rugby_ASU. You can express interest in join the GroupMe, and see all the other information, such as their website, which is rugbyasu.com, if you want to check out some more information about it. So whether you're looking to try something new, support a team that gives back, or just enjoy some exciting rugby action, the ASU Men's Rugby Club is worth your attention. For Varsity Sports Show, I'm Ava Lambatis.
Versus Liberty proved to be a game that a lot of people were surprised of the result. Coming in, Brophy College Prep had all the hype because of their touted NFL alumni, and rightfully so. Even though they've been 4-4 on the year, they've played good games. Their offense has scored a lot of points, but it proved at Liberty on the road to be a tough environment for Brophy, as they lost 38-3. And now Brophy's in a situation where they're 4-4. They're going to make the playoffs, but they're not quite having the season that they thought they would have. But on the other side of the token, Liberty, they're rolling, they're 7-1, and they're looking like a team that's not only poised to make a run in the Arizona high school football rankings, but they're looking like a team that could potentially win a championship. When you look at the game from start to finish, at first it looked like Brophy was going to be able to hang in there. They got a couple stops, but Liberty's offense proved to be too much. Liberty's talent all across the board proved to be too much. Even though Brophy had all the big names, even though Brophy had all the hype, even though Liberty was known to have a good team, Liberty did a good job on both sides of the football and all phases as they look to continue their dominance in Arizona high school football. And Brophy looks to bounce back this weekend.
Hey, principals, coaches, and athletic directors, Vince Delicio here. I want to tell you about an incredible resource for our high school sports season, Viva Varsity. Viva Varsity is the Spanish language broadcast that brings our community even closer to the action. On game days, you'll find live sports, interviews with players and coaches, and real-time score updates, all in Spanish. This is such an important way to connect with families and fans who want to follow along in their own language. Whether it's baseball, softball, track, tennis, or any spring sport, Viva Varsity makes sure no one misses out on the excitement. Schools can use Viva Varsity to celebrate their athletes, build stronger community connections, and share those memorable moments on and off the field. So this spring, let's make sure we're reaching everyone in our community with the energy, passion, and coverage that Viva Varsity provides.
Are you interested in becoming a Varsity Sports Show intern? Not only are we looking for sports journalists and broadcasters, we are also recruiting for technical directors and other production positions behind the scenes. Here at the Varsity Sports Show, technical directors are the core of game day crews, leading our cameramen and on-air commentators during our games. Our directors are the link between you and the action on the field. Directors are the unsung heroes of our industry. Without them, who will see the dramatic action or hear the epic calls of the commentators?
Against Gutierrez once again, just going for the goal!
Or even witness history. Visit varsitysportshow.com for more information, and I hope to see you in the next generation of sports journalism.
Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools,
all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together, really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately was the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow, to practice their trade, to move on once they've mastered these skills here in broadcast journalism as well as production. Our job placement rate, no kidding, is 100%. Everybody that works for us, if they graduate from college, they get a job in media, and we help them get there.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. We are back here for what's supposed to be the start of the second half just shortly. Mountain View Toros against the Desert Ridge Jaguars. Toros with a big 56-0 lead at the end of that first half. First half, that was just utterly dominant, to say the least. 6 touchdowns in the first quarter on the side of the Toros. 5 of those also coming off of turnovers. The first punt of the game from Mountain View came at 4:29 in the second quarter. And of those turnovers, we had an opening kickoff fumble recovery. We've had 3 interceptions, a fumble return touchdown, and a punt block touchdown. Once again, my name is Niall Rosenberg, joined by my partner Ava Lombatis. And Ava, what have you really seen out of that first half from the Toros to build this huge lead?
I mean, it's been such a dominant game. They came out very strong early in the first quarter, which is where we saw a majority of these points come from, which is exactly what head coach was talking about. He said that that's what they needed to do to ensure that the losses in the last 2 games don't happen again, just because they let the games get so close, they let the points get so close that they lost by 1 or 2 points in both of those games. So I just think they're really acting on what their coach is telling them and teaching them and coaching them, and they're being very effective, and they're just on it on all sides of the ball. No side of the ball is lacking and needing to be carried by the offense or the defense. It's been a great game on all sides for them.
Certainly, and we see a lot of Brady Goodman in that first quarter, but now it's turned to Brock White, keeping Goodman off the field. Don't want to risk anything, as we'll take a look at some of those first half highlights. And man, it was just a great overall game. 14, Sean Mangrafier had a couple receptions. He slipped and ended up at that 5-yard line. Almost ended up with that touchdown at the end of that first quarter. And yeah, it's really just been just a fantastic showing from the Toros on senior night, on Halloween Eve. We've been looking for costumes all night. And do you have a front runner so far? Obviously, we said at the end of the game we'll announce our favorite. But do you have any front runners so far, Ava?
I thought I did, and then I saw Indiana Jones pull up So I think that might be taking the cake for now.
Okay, I like that.
What about you? What are you thinking?
You know, I really like the John Cena costume. I really do like it. Not sure how I see him, but I do like the John Cena costume. I like the Russell from Up. I liked the Teletubbies, but they didn't. There could be some hidden beef. I don't know if I can go for those Teletubbies, but we'll see what also the Jaguars on the other side of things can do. Obviously, not much at all coming offensively, but still a second half can show a little bit. Just get a little bit of momentum going forward.
Yeah, who knows? It might have been a life-changing locker room talk
Yeah,
at halftime. Coach might have put on a Grammy award-winning performance in there.
Coach Carter would be jealous of that one. As the faithful is still here, man. It's still a packed stadium. I mean, you got the big lead, so you could see some fans leaving, but very loyal fan base.
Yeah, I haven't really seen. I went down at half to get a snack. I didn't see anyone leaving, just getting some concessions and heading back up. They seem to want to be sticking it through.
What's your rating of the concessions?
Hot dog, best high school concession stand hot dog I've had.
Wow.
Yeah, it helps they make it on like a real grill. They don't just boil them and put them in buns.
Mountain View, shout out their hot dog making skills.
Shout out Mountain View for
As
the
we
hot
see an
dog.
onside kick to begin the quarter, and that one will go right out of bounds. There's the flag. Toros will get the ball. Man, number 1 on Jorge Arvizu on the onside kick, and it looks like that ball went right out of bounds, and that will be Toro ball. Another solid start for field position for this team.
The Jaguars getting a little confident and trying some things out, trying to see what they can do. I mean, down 56 to nothing. Got to pull all the tricks out of the hat there.
You got to get the ball one way or another. I mean, you just got to find a way to get that offense the ball, and unfortunately that onside kick for them trailed out of bounds, but fortunately for the Toros, didn't really have to worry about too much on that. The ball will be placed at the Jaguars' 42-yard line. The Toros will start 1st and 10 in this third quarter, as you mentioned earlier, that running clock will be going as we have some family cheering on their player with the fat heads and all the different signs. Brock White back out there at quarterback. Steve Meadow, 2 touchdowns, a pass breakup. He's had a good night. He'll be in at running back. Snap is in, and it'll be held by Brock White. He's got a head of steam. No one nearby. First play, touchdown for the Toros.
Well, that is how you get started in the second half, kind of reasserting your dominance. I mean, you already asserted it in the first half, just kind of really nailing in the point that you're dominating the game.
Yeah. And just a overall great play, just great execution. The read option read the defense and makes it a 62-0 game. Craig Baugh, which I heard at halftime from family, that he has a button-up and tie under his jersey. He's wearing a button-up and tie under his jersey. So if we can get an angle on that potentially, yeah, you can see the long sleeve on. You can see his long sleeves on, and if we could just see around his neck, it is a dress shirt. It's what we've heard.
That's
you can see the little collar poking out.
Yeah, you can see the cuffs.
We'll see if we can get. Yeah, there it is. You can see the tie. Oh, and he fixes the tie in the celebration on the kick. A little bit of fun going on with the button-up and tie, Craig Baugh.
Wonder where he's going after that. all spiffy.
A little bit of fun add on for this half. Wow.
I wonder if it has something to do with his costume. Maybe he's got a costume on. If so, that's my costume.
That is awesome. Man. And I love the celebration. There's nothing more that is awesome than that celebration.
Yeah, that was actually so perfectly timed.
Wow. And just an overall fantastic, fun performance on Halloween Eve. that the Toros have a lot to be happy about. We'll see the Jaguars' first possession on offense, see if they can get some momentum back going their way. Craig Baugh, as we mentioned, he'll be on the kickoff. Fuentes and Mavis back to return. Ball is boomed on a line. Excuse me, number 15 on that. He'll bobble the ball and he'll pick that up out of bounds. The mistakes continue to grow for the Jaguars. Number 15, Sean Saavedra. And that ball will start right around that 4 to 5 yard line. The worst field position for the Jaguars. And the Toros, chance for this defense to potentially pick up more points, potentially a safety position. With all the pressure they're getting, sack is not out of the range of the realm, of possibilities.
Yeah, I totally agree, especially them being backed up this far. The Toros have kind of already proved what they're capable of, and I don't think that this is too crazy of an idea we have here. Something they can get away with.
And here's the 1st and 10 from that 5 yard line. Julian will take the snap. It will be a run. He's got some space up the middle, and he's met. About a 4 yard, 5 yard gain gets you out of that dangerous position. A solid first down run on the side of the Jaguars.
Yeah, very solid from them getting out of that territory. That's a little spooky to be backed up to the goal line almost like that.
See what you did there.
Right, yeah, Halloween.
It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 11 for the Jaguars. 6 yard gain by number 22. That is Derek Wyatt. We saw him come out of the game earlier for injury. Glad to see him back out on the field. As a 2nd down will be play action. He'll roll out towards his left. He'll throw the ball, and that is caught. They're going to say number 31 was out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Blake Contos was the intended target. That'll bring up 3rd and medium. What do you see out of this Jaguars offense to be able to pick up this 1st down?
I think it's definitely a possibility here. I mean, they're pretty close. They haven't been this close in a while throughout this game to making that 1st down happen. And they're getting some yardage. I mean, they got out of that sticky situation they were in, so I think there is definitely potential for them to get there.
A little bit of movement on the line of the Toros. No flag called. As Julian will read this defense, see what's coming. He'll take the snap. Look towards his right. Be a quick pass over to the side, and that'll be caught for the 1st down. And a little bit of late shoving at the end there, but the 1st down for the Jaguars. Number 12, Mason Rowe on the reception. And there we go. The Jaguars offense picking up.
Hey, there's that momentum.
A little bit of yardage, getting stuff going out of halftime.
Little by little.
Exactly.
And you'll get there.
Looking and seeing a lot of hot dogs as well. Maybe, maybe they're taking after the concessions, wearing their hot dog costumes.
Maybe I would see. I understand the hype now. If that were the case.
Julian will take the snap under center. He'll look towards, and he'll roll out towards his left. He's looking down the field. No one open. Make a little bit of room. He'll throw it towards the close sideline. Intended for number 11, Gavin Wells. That'll fall incomplete. They'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Throw just a little off there. High potential.
I see a couple group costumes down in the student section. I see a couple of soldiers down there. I saw a couple's costume earlier. Don't really quite remember exactly what it was going to be, but seeing some fun stuff going on.
Seeing some unicorns.
Exactly. Yeah, I see some unicorns up here.
The pirate from earlier.
Yes. I'm always I like the Thing 1, Thing 2. It's one of my favorite costumes.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. My friends dressed up as that last night.
Oh, wow. The 2nd and 10 rush up the middle. Great gain for the Jaguars. That looks to be number 42 for the Jaguars. That is Noah Mendonca on that rush. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. Nice 8 yard gain on that 2nd down. The fullback dive. You don't see very much.
It's working out for him.
3rd and short for this Jaguars offense. See what they can do with it. Box is loaded up from the Toros. It'll be a quick snap. It is a run, and he will be stuffed short of the first down marker. That'll bring up 4th down. A big stop from this Toros defense. Number 32, Slade Foster, in on that tackle. Gonna bring up a big 4th down. Jaguars seem to be going for this. Under 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter with that running clock. And the bull down in the opposite end zone has been taken down. It's fun to see his bright eyes and smoke coming out of his nose.
Yeah, that was kind of a staple for the game here. I didn't know that they were going to take it down.
Big 4th down here for the Jaguars, trying to build that momentum, get some points on the board. Julian, the running back to his right. Motions to his left. He'll take the snap. It'll be another run, and he's met in the backfield, losing yardage. Toros will pick that ball back up. Great host of Toros on that play. Number 28 on that play. That is Nicholas Sosha on that tackle. As this Toros offense, with a touchdown, put up 70 points in this game. An outstanding, impressive performance.
Incredibly impressive. And if they got there, I believe the Jaguars have a 71-6 score on the season right now. So it's it's competing right now.
Brock White will take that 1st down rush for about 7 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. See Brock White's legs pretty frequently already in the second half. He had that big touchdown earlier on last drive. Maybe the next snap, that will be a handoff to number 26. He'll run it up the middle, and he'll get tackled into the end zone. Number 26, Aiden Sanchez, for the touchdown, and the Toros will be up 69-0.
Aiden Sanchez, that's one of the first times we really heard his name tonight, and a huge play by him to bring that score.
Steve Meadow.
69-0.
It was Corey Bodley first, then Steve Meadow, and now Aiden Sanchez. Steve Meadow and Sanchez, both seniors on senior night, both getting touchdowns. Great to see. Arnett, another senior with 2 touchdowns. Goodman himself, when he was in at quarterback, 2 touchdowns. Parker Foster, he had that fumble recovery. Another senior with touchdowns. So spreading the love, and with that extra point, it is 70-0 Toros, and we'll take a look at the replay of that rush from Sanchez. He'll get the blocks, got the hole at the left-hand side, and he gets wrestled down, but not before he broke the plane. Ava, I believe that is the 6th rushing touchdown on the side of the Toros.
It's such an ideal position to be in on senior night, to be able to get your guys who maybe don't play as much and are seniors graduating, to get them out there and get them some play time and have them make some pretty big plays. I mean, every senior that we've seen thrown out there tonight has done a great job and has made some huge plays. So this is the perfect situation you want to be in on senior night for your team.
Yeah, and just what a showing also. Also, not only that, but all the families here as well to celebrate senior night. Not only the players, but the cheerleaders and any senior really that goes to Mountain View. As Gerard will be there for the kickoff. That'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Next offensive possession for the Jaguars upcoming. So after that 4th down, but they picked up that 1st down. They got good ball movement. What'd you really see out of that drive, Ava?
I definitely saw some major improvement on the Jaguars. I mean, they got a 1st down, which is huge for them. They've had a hard time really getting any yardage and getting out of their own territory. So I think them being able to get a 1st down is a good sign on their end, honestly.
Yeah, and just be able to get the run game as well. That fullback dive that was solid, and getting some easy completions as the 1st and 10 from the 20 for Julian. It'll be another rush up the middle. He's got a hole, and he'll pick up about 6 yards on that rush. Number 22, Derek Wyatt on that carry. And now I've seen another costume that is pretty solid. I see a in-and-out worker down over there in the student section. I like his fit. He's got the hat on. He's got the apron on. I like it.
Now, do we think it's a costume, or did he just get back from work?
You know, that's actually a great question. Maybe,
He's not actually. I
It
don't
could
think he's
be
wearing the white pants. Aren't they supposed to wear?
I don't know. I'm actually not an in-and-out fan, so I don't know myself.
Yeah, I definitely don't frequent In-N-Out.
The first down rush for the Jaguars. Getting that ball movement going with the fullback dive, number 42. Picks up the first down. That's Noah Mendonca. And the Jaguars really starting to get this rush game going.
Yeah, I think it was good for them to kind of realize where their strengths lie, and it's in this rushing game. And they've been pretty successful so far in this third quarter here with getting yardage. I mean, at least more than they were in the first half.
Under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Julian will take the snap. He'll run towards his right. He'll fake, run towards his left. Looks like he'll take it himself, and he'll get rushed out of bounds. Number 19 for Mountain View. That's Braden Merwin in there on the tackle. Trying to see more costumes. I see a Winnie the Pooh. Let's see what else we got. There's Russell again. I see a princess. I see some Stitch. I see Fernando Tatis Jr. I think he's just in his street clothes, though. I don't think that's a costume. Yeah, just, again, as we mentioned earlier, solid showing from the student section. Everybody fitting the memo, getting stuff together.
Yeah, and sticking around, too, which you don't really see very often. People actually, like, staying through.
Second and 10 for Julian. Roll out to his left, and he'll have to take the sack. 5-yard loss. He could have thrown that one away, but taking the sack, that'll bring up 3rd and 15, and that, well, 3rd and 17, excuse me, and that will bring the end to the third quarter. 70-0 Toros at the end of this third quarter. 12 minutes left to play for both these sides. Once again, you're watching the Varsity Sports Show. We'll see you for the final frame.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies.
Welcome back to Mesa, Arizona here at Mountain View High School. The Toros have a big 70-0 lead as this fourth quarter begins. My name is Now Rosenberg, joined by Ava Lombatis as this third down play continues to go backwards. It'll bring up 4th down for the Jaguars. Toros look to get the ball back. Ava, to the start of the second half, what really stood out on the side of the Toros?
Just how they're not really letting their foot up off the gas here. They've played so consistently throughout the entire game, playing with all of their might the entire time, which is something that's rare, especially in high school. People tire out. People, once you get ahead in that 56-0 lead, it's like, okay, or the game's over, but they're not playing like the game's over.
You see the band meeting the cheerleaders down on the track, and everybody's jumping together. A fun sight as they're looking towards their student section. There's a Walter White costume. The punt is up, and it's a dribbler. The ball's rocking, and it will land. Not a bad punt, actually. all the way to the 45 of the Toros. But like I mentioned earlier, a Walter White in his hazmat suit. I like the sight of that. That's a good costume.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see. See if any other new ones came in that we missed.
I really am enjoying the costume party, everything that's going on. But let's see this Toros offense once again, up 70. And that's just surprising to even say in general, but it's a great team performance. At number 19, Braden Merwin, another sophomore, comes in for quarterback. They take Brock White out. Obviously, Goodman started this game. Going to their third quarterback with that running clock. He's trying to close this game out. Take the snap. It'll be held by Merwin, and he'll go up for about 4 yards. Bring about a 2nd and 6.
Getting a little windy and cold out tonight now.
I was smart. I brought my sweatshirt.
I did too. I just don't know where I put it.
The cheerleaders are all together, as I just mentioned ago, and they are there with the family and all the friends. Everybody's recording in front of the student section. Great crowd, great environment. It's great vibes from the Toros with their lead. Merwin will keep the ball, and he's got some space on the left-hand side. He'll hit the hole, and he's still going up to 35 to the 30. Tackle right around the 24-yard line. A great run from Merwin.
I'm loving the band up front. They got the drum line out. They were having so much fun. One spinning in a circle and drumming at the same time.
Great showing from the Toros. The band is playing just as well as their team. Merwin, the lefty, throws to his right, and it's right there. It's intercepted by the Jaguars. Number 7, Jackson Mavis on the pick. And wow, a little bit of momentum on the side as we will show you the replay of that interception. Merwin, snap towards his right, had a long way to throw on that play. Mavis read that, got the interception. The Jaguars back on offense.
There they are. That was huge for them. You could hear their stands erupt even with our headphones on. The parents and fans over there are very excited at that. It's gonna build some momentum now that they're back on offense and a big play. One of the few big plays that they've had tonight.
Yeah, certainly. And just a little fun play. And it looks to be a timeout for the Jaguars. 9:07 left in this fourth quarter. And just a cool play by Mavis. We saw him on some of the kickoffs. He's been able to get some ball movement. And we got some crazy stuff going on down here at the band.
He's drumming upside down.
He's gonna, yes, as you said, he's gonna start drumming upside down. But the cheerleaders are gonna hold the drums for them. And we'll see what's going on. I'll give you a play-by-play. I think it's hard to get a camera shot for our man down there. They're currently upside down. 3 cheerleaders both sides. They're drumming underneath of each drum, and it is really exciting. Wow. As you guys can see there, what we're describing. And I'll just leave this. I don't really need to commentate over this, so I'll let.
That was just fun to watch. This is.
As the play is beginning now, Julian, the 1st and 10, the 22-yard line. He'll take the snap. It'll be a rush, and he's tackled immediately on the ground. The Toros think they have the ball. We'll see what the refs mark. Number 28 in on there, number 33. And it will be Toros football.
That's the magic of the upside down
football
drummers.
recovery, the upside down drummers. Nicholas Socha on that play. Emmett Hawks in there. A great play on the side of the Toros. Man, just after you get the turnover on the side of the Jaguars, immediately responding with a turnover themselves for the Toros. Exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, did not let that get too far. Made a mistake, corrected it almost immediately.
It's another great turnover on the side of Mountain View. Merwin will take the snap. It'll be a rush. Merwin holds it. He's still going. He's up to the 10. He'll get picked up and slammed down. Man, John Cena, where are you at? And the ball is out. They're rushing for it, but They're going to call Merwin down. Man, we saw the John Cena costume earlier. We saw a little bit of the wrestling moves on the field.
I was about to say, I wonder if, like, the kicker's wearing his dress shirt underneath. I wonder if he's wearing the John Cena costume under there.
That will be a first down on the side of the Toros at that 7-yard line. 8-yard line, 1st and goal. Let's be closer to the 6. Merwin will take the snap. He'll hand it off, and the ball's dropped, and it's picked up by the Jaguars. Number 42, Noah Mendonca on the fumble recovery.
Wow. There's just been some madness.
3 straight drives, 3 straight turnovers. Wow. Just a miscommunication between Merwin and his running back led to that fumble recovery, and the Jaguars, just like that, had the ball back.
Yeah, it looked for a moment that he didn't know it was even on the ground.
Right. And he turned around to his quarterback like, where's the ball? And it was on the ground. And heads up play by the Jaguars to hop on that. Last 4 plays, 3 turnovers, Ava.
See what this one has in store. Make it a tradition. Last 7 minutes of the game, just go back and forth maybe.
Just an insane game so far. High snap, handoff, up the middle. Gain about a yard on that play. Bring it up to a 2nd and 9.
Ball carried by number 22, Derek.
So, Ava, as this 4th quarter, we're almost halfway through. What really have you seen out of these more prominent players on the Toros that don't really get the minutes that a lot of the starters get?
I've seen that they're just as hungry as the starters are. If they're out there making huge plays for the team and proving that, okay, yeah, once these senior starter, but there's seniors out there too.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
As they're rolling out to our...
They're just trying to get some time, and they're really making every minute count with how they're playing and really making some huge plays.
Number 29 on the sack. Reid Harper, I believe it was called. And, man, Jaguars going to be backed up. It'll be 3rd and 18 from their own 11-yard line. And wow, just, again, the turnovers that have been caused. I think we're at 7 or 8 total turnovers tonight for the Toros. 2 on the side of the Jaguars, being able to create them. And wow, it's just been such a dominant defensive performance that's really turned into offense. Julian will be back. He'll roll out towards his left. He'll look down the field. He'll take it himself. He'll pick up 8 or 9 yards. He'll get back up towards that original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Quarterback keeper number 9, Blake Julian. Forced out of bounds by number 36, Reed Williams.
And man, the Toros look to take that ball back up 70. The clock continues to run. 5.5 minutes left. Number 0, Talon Arnett back to receive. Haven't seen him very much. He's been sat as they want to keep him fresh and ready for the rest of whatever the season brings. Number 1, Jorge Arvizu back to punt. And it is up, and it is a spiral caught about the 47-yard line. Arnett will take it up past the 40 to the 35, around the 33-yard line. He will be tackled. 1st and 10 for the Toros.
I believe that was Gavin Wells on the tackle there. Really nice tackle by him.
Yeah, I
to
think
bring down Talon Arnett, which he's not a hard easy guy to stop.
Yeah, and I think the special teams has actually really not been that bad from the Jaguars tonight. Obviously, had the cough up on the opening kickoff, but I think overall their punt coverage has been solid. Arnett hasn't really been able to have any huge returns, as Merwin will come back out here for this next drive. I'll take the handoff. It'll be a fake pitch. He'll run towards his left. A quick completion, left-hand side. Break 1 tackle, take it up past the 35, close to the 25-yard line. Number 85 on the reception. Cash Feldbauer sold. Say that 5 times fast.
Say that's an impressive last name. I thought
He'll
mine
pick up
was
8
hard.
yards. You know, we have a timeout. on the side of the Toros. And with that timeout, we'll take one for ourselves. You're watching the Varsity Sports Show.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Welcome back to high school football at Mountain View High School. They have a 70-0 lead in this fourth quarter. Once again, my name is Niall Rosenberg, joined by Ava Lumbatis. 2nd and 2 now for the Toros. Merwin take the snap. And it'll be a handoff, and it'll be close. We'll see if number 26, Aiden Sanchez, picks up the first down. We'll see where the marker is. And with that, we will have a costume winner. It is the young man dressed up as John Cena. Once again, not sure how we saw him.
I'm not seeing him on there. I don't think there is anyone here dressed up as John Cena.
It'll be a quick run to Aiden Sanchez. So congratulations. You won the Halloween costume contest here at Mountain View. After a lot of great costumes, Indiana Jones was up there. There's some really good costumes, but John Cena in the end is the victor.
Need to disclose there is no prize.
Your
You
prize
are not winning
is
anything.
a little shout out.
Just a compliment.
The 4th down rush, Aiden Sanchez, he'll be able to break one tackle. He keeps fighting, and that'll be close, but I think he'll be marked short.
I think so too.
And that will be another stop
Oh.
for the Jaguars defense. Third, you got the 2 turnovers previously, and now that stop. So the defense is really showing out.
Yeah. You know, their defense is fighting tooth and nail in this last half here. Really picking up the pace.
As this offense will return to the field. See if we get some points before the end of the game. Under 3 minutes left. With that clock running.
Down.
Yeah. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. As Julian gets the play from his head coach, he'll run in and give it to his guys. Just a solid show from the Toros. What do you think, Ava, they could take from tonight to bring it to their next game?
Just this form of playing, just getting out ahead of it early is so effective, and it honestly you can see it kind of mess with the opponent's confidence throughout the game. I mean, when they get out and immediately score the 2 or 3 touchdowns, it makes it really hard for the opponent to try and come back from that. And even if it is subconscious, it's hard to overcome that feeling.
Yeah, definitely. And you saw that right there. Tackle for loss. Mendoka on the carry. A host of Toros on the tackle. As we'll have 2nd and 13, under 2 minutes left. Julian, a little bit of a fumble with the snap. And Mendoka again, tackle for loss. I mean, Toros are just all over this offense right now. And that'll bring up a 3rd and long. Under 1:30 remaining. Just a matter of time for this Toros shutout victory. Man, just a dominant performance on all 3 phases on the football field.
Yeah, they've had just a fantastic night, and everyone was playing up to par, if not beyond. Just a great team and even better execution.
Definitely. And like we mentioned earlier, like if those one-score games, those 3-point deciding games went the other way, this is a team that's sitting at 7-2 right now with big contentions in Arizona. As that ball's down the seam and it's caught, number 15 on the side of Desert Ridge, Sean Saavedra. And that's the biggest play of the game for the Jaguars offense as the clock is running. Under 30 seconds remaining.
They are rushing to get that ball off.
They got the tempo going. Julian will take the snap. Look towards the middle again. Same play, same guy. Caught him at the 40-yard line. And I believe the Jaguars call timeout. Excuse me, no. Clock is running. 10 to go. One last play. Jaguars with the ball down the middle. Same play once again. Padding the stats up. And that will be the end of the game. The Toros complete their shutout. Your final score, 70-0. Mountain View over Desert Ridge. Ava, what did you think of the Toros tonight?
Just incredible. They did everything that they said they wanted to do, and they executed it perfectly. It simply put, they dominated on all sides of the ball and played exactly how they intended to, if not better.
Once again, Toros victory 7-0. You've been watching the Varsity Sports Show. Once again, my name is Niall Rosenberg. Thank you so much, Ava Lombatis, for joining me, and we'll see you guys soon.